out of a possible 51.
And you were so sure it would be almost a clean sweep.
Didn't the old fox himself say her performance was great art?
We're not doing this for art, we're doing it for money. Now listen, this can go on forever. Some saying she is, some saying she isn't.
Precisely. My mind is made up.
Oh? To what?
There's only one way, to go straight to the top.
You mean the old icon?
Yes, the Dowager Empress.
Oh, sure. The old Ramrod sits in her castle in Copenhagen biting her nails because she's waiting for Sarah Bernard here to give her performance.
She's the one chance. As head of the family, no one would dare dispute her word.
Dispute her word?
Excellency, Her Highness would like to see you.
Her what?
Isn't she?
She can wait.
Not too long. She's packing up.
Packing up?
Where's Her Highness going?
I don't know, and it doesn't matter.
Thought you enjoyed yourself today.
Yes, until I became ashamed. Ashamed of allowing myself to be put on display. Ashamed of conjuring up tricks like a circus freak. Ashamed of asking people to sign papers that I'm real. I am real, and I will not stoop to prove it to them. Who are they?
Who are you?
I think I know.
Today? And tomorrow? Will you be so sure tomorrow and the day after?
Why? Why can't you let me believe?
I will even help you believe when I'm sure of the truth myself.
No one will ever be sure, and you least of all. I know that today, too.
Wrong. These people today were not worth your efforts, but there is someone who is. One word from her and they will all grovel. The Dowager Empress Maria Feodorovna.
Grandmama.
Grandmama.
Grandmama. She'll never see me.
She will.
How do you know?
I know she will.
Words.
Call me schemer, plotter, call me what you will. But deep down you know that if anyone can get you to see that old woman, it is I. And I'll get you there for your sake.
For my sake?
Yes.
You never did anything for the sake of anybody but yourself. You enjoy playing with people, making fools of them. That's why you're doing it, as a joke, to prove that you are great and alive and the others are small and dead. Yes, and for money. Go ahead. It won't hurt.
Sit down.
If you want to leave after I'm through, I won't force you to stay.
Let us say you're right. As a matter of fact, you are. That's all the more reason for you to go with me to the Empress in Copenhagen. Never trust anyone who functions from noble motives. The good are never sure, and in the end, they'll let you down. Our motives are different, agreed. But our goal is the same, and that's the only thing that counts. Well, we'll go to Copenhagen?
I had a dream the other night.
Yes. About your father being a ringmaster.
No. This time he was a doll maker. My mother, his assistant, who painted the faces. The correct ancestry for a puppet. You know I'll go. You always know. She always wore black, the Empress, didn't she?
Yes.
For 10 years, I've wanted to see her.
She was never very easy even before the end.
Yes, I know.
You know or you remember?
Prince Paul, let's see. Nephew to the Empress, second cousin to me, engaged to me when I was, how old?
16.
Quite attractive.
Do you remember him?
No.
Well, you should. I'll tell you a secret. That first waltz you always remember. It was with him.
Danish customs. Have you anything to declare?
No.
Madame, thank you.
Madame Anderson. Madame Anderson.
Oh, yes. Bunin. Everything in order?
Yes, it seems to be. Welcome to Denmark. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I've had so many names.
It was a struggle to get you that one.
Why Anderson?
Oh, well, you needed some name. And once I was in a situation with...
With a lady?
Well, as an alias, it is innocuous enough.
Madame A. Anderson. The least real thing about me is my legal reality. What happened to the other Madame Anderson?
Oh, nothing very important.
Just got tired of her?
This visa is good for only 14 days.
2 weeks. Most people have a lifetime in which to be accepted. Suppose 2 weeks are not enough.
They must be.
What's that for?
In the cavalry, we used to do it when we saw the infantry marching. Driver, what is this parade?
Nothing special. We have it every day the king is here in Copenhagen.
Thank you. The king?
Uncle Chris, cousin to Grandmama, the Empress.
Good. Very good.
Excuse me, sir.
Will you see Mrs. Anderson to her rooms, please?
Yes.
Excuse me, please. Where is the bar?
That way, sir.
Well?
Not good.
The Empress absolutely refuses to see you, let alone her.
And him?
Our Prince Paul lives on the old lady's allowance.
He was always rather courageous.
One possibility. Remember Baroness von Liebenbaum? That crazy lady in waiting to the Empress?
Vaguely.
She remembers you clearly.
Just a moment. You have a rendezvous with her tomorrow at 4.
Rendezvous?
Yes, at the Tivoli Gardens.
It isn't. It can't be. It is.
Helena von Liebenbaum.
Sergei Bunin.
Do sit down.
Thank you. No, it's too dangerous. But I will.
Dangerous come. Whom could we possibly run into here at Tivoli except children?
That's exactly why I chose it. How fit you look. Superb. But this is a stiflingly small town, a village. 100 chattering tongues will go gossiping to Her Majesty. Your lady-in-waiting was seen with that man. That man. A flagon of your delicious beer. Yes. I always drink what the natives drink. Oh, this is madness without the moon.
My dear Baroness, you will never change.
Now you're trying to bribe me, just as the Empress said you would. Where is she?
The Empress?
She's playing solitaire with her memories. No, dear General, Anastasia. Or should I say Her Highness? Is it really she? I long to meet her.
And so you shall, as soon as she is properly introduced to Copenhagen.
What a look you have. How inevitable that I'm useless to you.
Why?
The Empress will never receive you or that woman. You know her, an unmeltable icicle. Thank you. And you won't get at her through Paul, either. He sends her his bills as though they were invitations. He behaves as though we were still in Russia. Russia! I am all of Chekhov's 3 sisters rolled into one. I shall never get back there.
Oh, surely you must have a pleasant life with the Empress here.
With Her Majesty, life is one eternal glass of milk.
Oh, come, there must be some court life.
Not a crumb.
She never entertains?
Her phantoms, the ghosts of her dead family.
But she must go out for a drive, or shopping, or a museum.
You hear her speak, whisper, breathe one word. Well, she does go out occasionally if there's anything Russian, an opera or a ballet. Let me see. They're performing a ballet of Tchaikovsky's this week at the Royal Theatre. Thursday, I believe.
Come over here for a moment. I want you to look as beautiful as possible tonight.
Oh.
He's quite a simple soul, really, Prince Paul. His vocation and avocation are one and the same, the pursuit of beautiful women.
If you thought it necessary, I suppose you would even have sent me to a plastic surgeon.
Take your seat.
Do you know how long it is since I've been to a theater?
Don't display too much excitement. Sit down.
General, they just arrived.
She too?
Yes.
Program.
Your Majesty.
Box nearest the stage.
The man you want me to look beautiful for?
Yes.
My fiancé?
The lady next to him is Baroness von Liebenbaum, lady in waiting to the Empress.
Where's the Empress?
In the back of the box behind the curtain.
So close after so many years. I'm suddenly frightened.
Go with them to the buffet and stand facing this way. Tonight can mean.
I know what tonight can mean. Go ahead.
Please, 3 coffees.
Have you ever seen her before?
The one with Bunin? No.
Good evening, Your Highness.
Oh, Bunyan, we're just talking about you. Good to see you again.
Thank you. When did you return?
Where from?
The hunting trip I was told you were on all week.
Oh, my relations with my aunt forces me to be on far too many trips. I apologize.
I understand.
Who's the lovely lady with you?
Mrs. Anderson?
Extremely lovely.
Yes, she's rather pretty.
Anderson? Is she Danish, English?
Well, she's many things. Would you like to meet her?
You know very well I would.
May I present His Highness Prince Paul von Herolberg, Her Imperial Highness Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolaevna.
I should have known.
Traveling under the name of Mrs. Anderson.
Surprised. I wasn't sure I recognized you either.
But you are sure now.
Yes. I shall not ask yet whether you are.
You're either very kind or very tactful. My compliments. Will you both excuse me?
You are afraid. As a little boy, you always were. Is it, after all, such a terrible risk to have a drink with us?
It seems that anything with the General is a risk, even a drink.
Then have it with me.
Now it is my turn. Will you both excuse me?
Of course. You have changed.
So have you.
Then you do remember.
I remember a little girl who used to delight backing me into a corner.
I remember a little boy who always took time to make up his mind.
For example?
Ah, you're testing me?
No, prodding you to talk so I can enjoy looking at you. Champagne?
Why not?
The Baroness von Liebenbaum, please.
General Bunin, quelle surprise! Vasily, Her Majesty would like a glass of mineral water. You are a monster. Well, I've survived a revolution. I suppose I can survive this. Will you forgive me if I make sure that Vasily gets the right kind of water? Her Majesty is madly particular.
Certainly. Your Majesty.
Who is it? Oh,
Your Majesty, forgive me.
I did once when I heard you'd been shot.
I was sentenced twice.
By whom, the Whites or the Reds?
As I recall, by both.
Good for them, but you're still here.
I have asked Your Majesty's pardon.
For what? For this intrusion? For the effrontery of using the name of Romanov to launch a commercial enterprise? For hammering at my gate for days?
Your Majesty.
Bunin, I have already been shown 2 Tatyanas, an Alexei and a Maria, as well as an Anastasia. I will not see your client. I am as weary of these spectral grandchildren as I am of false hope. I have lost everything I have loved, my husband, my family, my position, my country. I have nothing but memories. I want to be left alone with them.
Perhaps one memory may be a reality.
The only reality for you is an investment.
Your Majesty, only a fool would bring you a mere investment. Whatever you may think of me, you must know that I am not a fool. I too have gone through the revolution and to the world.
The effects of your journey are not visible. You know perfectly well this woman is not my granddaughter.
Quite honestly, I don't know who she is. But there is so much that cannot be explained unless she is the woman she believes she is.
I see now that it mattered more to you than I had thought.
I beg your pardon.
You really wanted that title you never got. You're not doing this simply for money. You have never forgiven my family, have you?
Your Majesty, I am here simply to tell you that whoever this woman is, she asks only one thing, to see you.
Unfortunately, there are not enough years remaining for me to see every mad woman with a royal obsession. If she must see me, show her my photographs again.
Your Majesty,
Go back to Paris.